Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, based on when you're watching this video. I know we'll have some live viewers today. For us, it is Saturday. I got my good friend Caleb and Sam joining us on a live mastermind Q&A for the people. We do this for you guys so that way we can really give back. We find fulfillment in helping other people build a more successful lawn and landscape business. So good morning, guys. How's your guys' morning going? Between Caleb and Sam, how you guys
cold
doing?
outside?
It is.
Yeah.
It is cold.
Good,
in fact, actually, fun fact: all three of us are down here in Texas. So
the great
we got.
country of Texas.
I guess you guys can call us the Texas boys. You know what I mean? Or I should say men, right? We're not boys.
Well,
Texas men. All right. But today we are primarily talking about profits and how to increase profits. I wanted to ask you guys because this is one of the things for us. So we're actually looking at potentially changing our logo a little bit, and so I want to hear your guys' feedback, and hopefully this can help other people that are maybe just getting started and they're like, what should my name be and what should the logo be? So I think I'm going to share my screen here. I want to give you guys kind of like two options of kind of where we're kind of going. So let me go ahead and pull this up, share my screen, because I value you guys' your guys' input here.
Well, thanks, Will. Appreciate it, buddy.
All right. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. So for starters, I guess let me pull up our logo here. So I guess let's go into our website. I sought advice, and a good mentor of mine basically said that this logo is too busy. Like, it's really memorable. Like, they see the mower going over the head and stuff, and it's kind of funny, but there's just a lot going on, right? A lot going on. So here are the two options we are looking at. This is a Sparta Lawn Care. So this is an example of one that we like to simplify the one that we have, doing something similar to this where it's a little bit like less busy. Are you guys able to see this?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I don't know. And we also have like 7 colors in our logo. And every time we go and get uniform shirts, they give us a problem about how many colors there are. So I don't know, maybe doing something like this where it's a little bit more simple and still keeping it rounded, or similar. You know what? Let's use troops mowing. Here we go. Yeah, we're gonna use Sims, or doing something similar to this where it's like maybe the words where it says military lawn cuts, and then like over here maybe having like a star or a mower or something like that. Something more simple, or maybe just the soldier, but more in like a text form. Like, what do you guys? I don't know. That's what we're debating is like, should we keep the circular and simplify, or should we keep it and elongate it with like text and then a picture, similar to Augusta Lawn Care, Troops Mowing, Spruce Lawn Care, all that stuff? What do you guys?
I'll let you go, Caleb.
I'd say I'm biased because I kind of have like the troops mowing look, kind of. I would probably, in my opinion, go for that. It's a little more simple. I think you can make either work though. Both can be memorable.
So I agree with you in the simplicity form. Like, you can read it really well. I guess my only problem though is like on the website and stuff, when you have that elongated logo, like for example, Instagram or something, or Facebook, where you have a circular picture, isn't that kind of hard to fit that in there? You know what I mean? Sometimes on social media platforms when it's not circular.
Yeah, I think you first have to break down what is it that you are trying to accomplish with a logo. And so, are you trying to have a logo that fits in an Instagram icon slot? Or are you trying to have a logo that's going to get somebody to Google your name after they pass your truck?
Good point.
And so I think that's what you're going to like. Logos are so overrated to me. Like, we're Troops Mowing, we're a military company. We have a blue leaf. There is no meaning behind that blue leaf. I just wanted a little splash of color, but I wanted my name to be out there. We don't have phone numbers on our trucks because nobody's going to remember a phone number. We don't have we don't prioritize a logo because nobody's going to remember a logo unless you're Nike. Like you just pride yourself in your name. Another good, this might sound so stupid or so oversimplified, but I think a good logo is a logo that you can get embroidered on a polo. If you can't embroider it on a polo, it's not a good logo.
Yeah, it's a good point. Because like with this one, dude, it's so complicated. With
And
all
you
the
really don't even you're losing the name of your business in that logo.
right.
It's too
Yeah,
much to look at.
it's so busy. So all right, so you make a good point. I guess if you're asking me what my goal is, I would say to keep things very simple, but not lose, I guess, like this is memorable, right? Like if you're sitting behind me at a stoplight in the truck and this is the first time that you've seen this, I've seen number of people in my rearview mirror that like see the logo and then they're like taking a picture of it or like laughing or I don't know, like it's just kind of funny, right? So like and memorable, I should say. It's memorable. That's the word. Like where's that line of hey, we want it simple, but we also want it memorable so people remember us, you know? What do you
Yeah, I
what do
think
you
there's a difference between like a logo and a mascot, right? So like you kind of have like a mascot with that guy with his head. Like Caleb has a mascot with a goat. Augusta's logo is only Augusta. It's the word Augusta. Their mascot is Max.
Right. Let me just go over here so we can see what we're working with. Yeah. It's a good point, you know?
Yeah, so maybe you could separate the soldier from the words, kind of like how it is in that photo right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a text message right now, Will, with there's the company that wraps all of our trucks. I wish we have good wraps on our trucks, but there's something about this wrap that they did for a different company that just like stands out, and I wish we would have done it. And so using this, you can share your phone screen if you want, or however you want to do it.
Oh yeah, that'd be really cool. Let me pull this up.
Having just your name like flat out in the open like that is I think the best way to do it. I think you're getting too caught up on logo.
Can you guys see the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I actually really like what you're putting out here. So what you're saying is basically the name is the logo, but obviously you want to try to customize it. So that's interesting. Rhino
Nope, you
USA.
can't Google a logo. You can Google a name.
Right. Yeah. It's a good point. So like, and then I think back and I'm like, dude, okay, let me show you a crazy one that I'm like, I don't understand how this even like Starbucks, okay? I don't know. There's just so much going on with this logo. Like, what is it? You know what I mean? It's like everybody knows Starbucks, but like nobody knows what I don't know. Is this like a mermaid with a crown?
You have to go ahead, Caleb. I'm sorry. I keep talking.
They've changed that logo over time too, multiple times because of that.
Oh, really?
If you look at like the history of Starbucks, they've changed it like 10 times.
Yeah.
They're trying to like figure it out.
Huh.
So
Okay.
yeah, but it is like a complex logo, It's a lot going on.
We are in two different games than Starbucks. Starbucks is competing on brand and like who their ideal like customer is. We're just competing for people to find us on Google. So like Nike has an iconic logo, Starbucks has an iconic logo, Adidas has an iconic logo. They need those logos because they are a brand, but whereas we are a home service company. We can have a brand, but we are not a brand, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that makes sense. You can't logo or you can't search what a logo is, right? Like you can search the company name. And so, yeah, all right. It's a good point. You guys make some valid points.
So what I'm not saying, Will, is I'm not saying to not put time and effort towards a logo. I guess what I am saying is you need to have your name like boom. You can't miss your name on the truck. You can have like a mascot or a logo that's going to catch an eye. Like for example, let's see if I can pull it up on my computer. This is probably one thing that we're going to start putting like on our website. Let's see if I can find it.
Did you want to share your screen, or
I'll probably just send it to you since you already got everything pulled up.
So you're saying you're willing to you would be willing to sacrifice the funniness, memorable icon of like him getting a cut with a mower over his head, to put just the name on the side of the truck or on the website, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's 100%. I mean, you want something that's going to be super simple, that you're not going to have too many people get caught up on looking at your logo for 30 seconds trying to figure out what it is, whereas you just want to get to your free estimate form.
Good point.
But I just sent you a text message, Will, with like what we're going to start putting on some of our stuff just to have like an extra little thing. But our logo is basically just our word for the most part.
Oh, that's cool. That's freedom right there, brother.
Freedom from high, dude.
Oh, I lost it. Yeah, dude, that's nice. That's really nice. So then this would be your mascot then.
Yeah, but that's just like one thing just to be funny and like maybe catch an eye. But I'm putting zero emphasis in that as the logo. Like if we actually take a look at it, that mascot has our logo for the most part on its shirt. It's just the word.
Right. Yeah. And then the same coloring scheme and all that. Interesting. Very interesting. I like it, dude.
Do you have a few concepts that you've gotten like drawn up for yours?
Kind of, but some of the concepts are a little bit like too basic, and so we were kind of trying to find that happy medium of like, we want it to be basic, but we also kind of want it to be memorable, and hopefully find that balance. But like, I don't know, when I keep going back to this, I'm like, yeah, like there's so much going on this logo. It's like, it's insane. Like, you know, it's just so busy. And I mean, even like I said, the embroidery people, when we bring it to them, they're like, man, there's a lot going on this to stitch this and get all those little, colors. They're like, we can just make the helmet one color and all this stuff,
Yeah. I mean, like, look at like my hat and then Caleb's hat. It's like just something simple where you can put on a hat really quick on a shirt,
Right. No, makes sense. Okay. Let me stop sharing. Cool. Yeah, no, that makes a whole heck of a lot of sense. So, cool. I like it.